for one more today. And if you guys have never seen some Dwarf Fortress, oh man, are you in for a good time today. Let's get the main screen turned on and take a look at all you beautiful people. Let's move the mic slightly out of the way. Everyone, I hope you have your stone mugs at the ready. Mine is actually empty because I'm drinking fizzy drinks, which does not work very well with the stony texture, but there it is. Ah, so good. So good. It's got a funny sort of like water, I don't know, just something in the stone texture on that side. It's like excellent. Someone sent me that. I was very happy when I received one. So we're playing Dwarf Fortress on a freaking glacier. I have no idea if I've embarked with the right stuff to make this work out. We're going to find out together. It should be very exciting. We may, in fact, have to rush to one of the cavern levels ASAP to get ourselves a little bit of wood, but we'll see how it goes once we get there. Looks like a mug that needs mead. Yeah, that would be perfect in that mug, wouldn't it? I actually don't know how easy it is to get mead over here. I'm assuming the LCBO must carry some, but if I'd seen it, I would pick it up more often. So now I don't know, actually. Huh. Oh, how I've missed Quill playing DF. Well, Kenzo, I've missed it too. Like, it's a game that I enjoy so much, especially as a stream. It's just a hoot, so I'm happy that it's back here. Any vague plans? Yes. So, as I said, we have embarked on a glacier. We are in frosty territory up north. I'd consider doing an evil biome, but the world I generated only had one evil biome, as far as I could tell, and it was a crappy location that wouldn't have really worked out, unfortunately. So what I'm going with here is a suggestion from a viewer that was sent in a couple of weeks ago, I would say, one of the ideas for Dwarf Fortress here, which we're basically settling near the North Pole, and we're going to show Santa that dwarves are better than elves. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure to give away lots of gifts. Basically, with trade caravans, which historically we have abused by just stealing all their stuff, we're going to do the opposite this time. We're going to make sure to send people who visit us with lots of gifts home, which is going to translate to us making sure to give away lots and lots and lots of trade value of goods. At the very least, like early on, probably at the very least a 2-to-1 ratio of we give away stuff to we take. And then later on, it might be like 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 or something like that as we try to become more and more generous, if at all possible. So let's talk about what dwarves we've got here. It might be a little bit easier to talk about it in Dwarf Therapist here. So as always, we start with 7 dwarves in our group. We've got Christian BM, we've got Fang 727, we got Marvin Dracon, we got Me Bejamin, we've got Racist the Flammy, we've got Supernova 1934, and we've got Zartrin. These names are of course taken from the Extra Life Charity Marathon donators over there, because we still have a long list to get to, and we still have a list, I still have to set up the email for like giving away some game codes and stuff. I'm super far behind schedule, which is terrible, and I'm a bad person and I hate myself. So yeah, we've got a variety of skills. I took one of the sort of pre-configured embarks that came with the Lazy Noob pack here. That was going to be mostly like skilled crafters, as well as bringing a fair amount of raw resources with us to get started. What I didn't actually double check is how much wood we'd be coming with. I'm actually worried that it's possible we didn't come with any wood. And again, then the priority really will be to dig down to the cavern levels so that we can start chopping down giant underground mushroom trees, basically. So we'll see how that goes. Whew. So if you've never played this game before, hang on a sec. Let me de-sniffle myself before we start. If you've never played this game or seen this game before, Dwarf Fortress is the ultimate base building game. I know it looks like you're looking at the Matrix here, and hell, this is a lot better. I'm using a graphical tile set as opposed to just plain ASCII characters. It is the most detailed thing. Like, RimWorld's got a lot of stuff going for it. RimWorld's got nothing compared to Dwarf Fortress instead of in terms of complexity and details and all that kind of jazz. So, yeah. All right. So my plan is, yes, we are on a glacier. It turns out we did settle on a bit of a slope. It's not perfectly flat land, which is kind of interesting. What I want to do is I really want to try to build as much of our fortress as possible on a single level, which is not a great idea. There's movement optimization and different things that you can do in Dwarf Fortress that makes vertical building a lot better, but I want to have a giant single level thing because it looks awesome. So I think our starting plan is I'm going to dig in. Yeah, I forgot. It's like mirrored this way. I'm going to dig into the mountain, probably right here, because this is where we're set up. So we've got a fair number of things. Apparently we embarked with a ton of cats and dogs. Okay. As well as various birds. Looks like we've got a bunch of turkeys here. Hey, perfect for Christmas time. So we'll try to set up some nest boxes relatively early. And we've got a wagon as well. And in the wagon, we've got a little bit of ash, an anvil, some copper bars, coke, coal, a couple of different rocks. We do have some logs, which is good. We'll also get some logs from deconstructing the wagon as we go forward. We've got some food, some ale. We've got plenty of plum helmet spawn. So plum helmets are a type of mushroom that dwarves love to eat and also love to turn into wine. The spawn are basically the seeds for it. Pigtail, cave wheat. So we've got lots of stuff like that. More beer, more rum, more ale. Excellent. And some bauxite, more logs. So we should have a relatively okay start. Fur cat hats. So, yes, and we have a variety of different dwarves in here with different skills. So Marvin Drake is going to be our mason. Mebia Jammin is really good at stone crafting, which is going to be nice. Looks like Fang is going to be our farmer. Well, he's got plant gathering over here. He's also got the glass making skill, which is interesting. Christian BM over here, mechanics, architecture, siege engineering, and so on. We've got a couple more people with one tick of architecture, which I guess is fine. Looks like we don't have anyone who's got any particular skill on mining, but I think that's going to have to be okay. What I'll probably do is enable mining. Now, in Dwarf Fortress, you can set up everyone's jobs and stuff like that inside Dwarf Fortress itself. However, it's not the handiest. So Dwarf Therapist here is a very, very, very common tool to use to manage your dwarven jobs. Once our fortress gets bigger and more populated, we will almost certainly turn on auto labor in DF Hack, which will manage this for us. But for now, it's going to be okay. I'll turn on mining for everyone. Whoever gets the pick first, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Let me turn that off. I actually don't know how many picks we've got. Zartrin over here is a jeweler, but it's going to be a while before we really need any gem cutting. So we'll turn on mining for you. Weaponsmithing and blacksmithing as well. I don't think it's something we're going to need too early on. So we'll turn on mining for you as well. For Supernova. And then we'll probably go from here. Although, again, I don't know exactly how many axes we embarked with. But there we go. Let's bring up this over here. I think we can get started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve into the side of this glacier. This is all ice that we've got going on here. It'll almost certainly never melt. If we need fresh water, well, we're going to have to hope for an underground lake. So my plan is to dig a certain amount inwards, and then I'm going to switch to staircases, and I'll build up-down staircases. But the staircases, I'm just going to dig down, 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 a handful of levels, and hopefully find a level that is all stone, and that's where we're going to truly set up our little fortress. Boom. Bring one pick and enough copper to make 6 more. Yeah, I guess that might have been an idea too. So what should be happening here, is it possible that this embark does not start you off with a pick? Is actually what I'm wondering. I'm actually wondering if this embark doesn't start you off with a pick because no one's actually getting around to doing any mining. So I think we have to craft one. So what we have to do is build... I don't know if we need a smelter. We may. So it's interesting, this setup. And I mean, that's what I get for not really double checking everything. Build workshop. Where would we build it? Is it Metalsmith's Forge? Dwarf Fortress. It's been way too long since I've played. Craft, mining, so pickaxe, right? Did you just build a forge? Maybe we just build a forge. Build workshop. Someone in chat's gonna remember. Yeah, I know about a furnace. Yeah, metalsmith. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll build workshop. Metalsmith's forge is what people think we need to do. I do have an anvil. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the forge here. Using an anvil. And using some of our bauxite. Yeah, I think that's why it sent us with a copper bar here. Oh, man. Okay. Escape out of that. Resume. So someone should get around to doing it. Yeah, there you go. Racist the Flammy is going to go and construct the building for us. And I apologize, there's no music going on right now. It should kick in at some point. Sound sense is on. And we are fighting something, right? Oh my god, I never looked at what kind of wildlife is kicking around here. What the hell? It's a polar bear! Oh no! It's a polar bear! I like how all the dwarves are just like, yeah, let's go fuck some shit up right now. They're not even in the military. They're just running for it. Oh god, this is we're gonna be starting this over again. Let me officially go and make ourselves a quick little squad, just technically speaking, to attack the polar bear. All right, well, they're chasing the polar bear. The polar bear is running away. We've also got dogs attacking it right now. That's amazing. There we go. They're all piling. They've killed the polar bear. What? Oh my god, that's dwarves for you. Holy shit. And they don't have any weapons. They're just punching the polar bear to death. Punches the polar bear in the head with its right hand, bruising the muscle. So if I just look at the polar bear itself, they just beat it to death. Well, I mean, that's the dwarven way right there. Okay, so we have a metalsmith's forge. So what we need is, technically, is it a weapon? We have a little bit of bronze. Pick. Okay. Forge a bronze pick. Needs 1 bronze bar. So we need to also... Oh my god. We need to also set up our smelter to forge the bronze bar. Oh, wait. We have a copper bar, not bronze. Add task. Copper. Pick. There we go. So who's doing it? There we go. It's Supernova is going to make a mining pick for us. I just got confused. I suspect we will have to lower the sound sense volume. I think by default it's quite loud. For those alerts and things, you'll have to let me know. And yeah, again, at some point the music will kick in. I think a season change. Unless I sort of quit and reload, then I think the music would be in there. But I didn't have it running at first. So here we are, finally digging into the wall. Who is this? This is Supernova. He made himself his own pick, and now he's using it to whack at the ice. Now luckily, carving through the ice should be pretty quick. So, we could probably dismantle the metalsmith's forge now. And I think I will. Oh, we have no one assigned to carpentry. That's interesting. If we go ahead and look at, where the hell's Dwarf Therapist? I gotta, like, keep these icons a little bit more visible. Yeah, no one's enabled for carpentry right from the start. Where is carpentry? Carpentry right here. And I'll go and enable it for, say, Christian over here. I mean, he doesn't have any skill for it right now, but we'll enable that job just to make sure that, you know, you go and tear that apart. So we got ice floor over here. There's probably some snow in different bits of this. The gray things is probably snow, and some of the places the snow got cleared off. Problem is, we're not going to be able to have grazing animals. I don't think the birds need grazing, do they? So many ice. Dwarves will have so many cocktails. Ha ha ha! Oh, as a 3D viewer from DF Hack, I'm sure we will at some point to be able to showcase it. Also, I'd want to give some shoutouts to some resubs before we started here. If this page would reload, thank you very much. We got Losky coming in at 40 months. We got that one Marine, hey, at 47 months. We got Nerdy Chick at 22. Greetings from California. Still under the weather. Thanks for providing such great entertainment content to keep me busy during the tough time. Keep doing you, Quill. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you feel better soon. We got Phenomeноx coming in at 31 months for the fort. We've got Mix Flicks, who comes in at 5 months. Vicryman at 50 months. Silverfish at 32. We got Memoris at 3 months and Good Dogs at 4 months over here. Catmando's coming in at 59 months. Holy cow. King of Demons, 9 months. A little Twitch baby over there. We got Daedalus coming in at 46. We've got Jisker at 36. We got Last Revenants at 46. It's a lot of sixes. We've got Tracy Bluth coming in at 59 months. Tracy, yeah, you have been around here forever. Holy cow. We got Dr. D. King coming in at 6 months, who says diggy diggy hole. RX210 at 37-month resub. Argensis at 20. We got Nozaki at 45, who says, woo, DF. We got Rose Salon at 50 months. I hope Quill can brighten me up after a horrible week. Well, I hope so, too. Man, oh, man. Well, thank you very much for all the resubs and all the new subs and all that. Oh, and we just got a whiskey and chocolate contribution from Belf Knight. Hopefully it audioed properly over here. Belf Knight coming in says, the elves would like you to know we have workers union, so good luck at being better than us. We have something better than a workers union over here. I just tell the dwarves what to do, and then they frickin' do it because they have no choice. And that sort of configuration is great when you're the one in charge. You know? Like, dictatorships are great when you're in charge. Alright, so we're diggy diggy hole here. So we're starting to hit some amount of stone. What is this? What kind of stone? We've got chert. Rough-hewn chert wall. I don't know what chert is, but we've got some over here. We're still partially in the glacier, though. But yeah, we're going to keep going down. Some of the dwarves are stopping for a wee drink. Most of them have nothing to do. Normally, I'd have people cutting down more trees and doing things like that. But there's really no work right now, which is kind of sucky. What I think I'll do, though, is I will go down to here, and I'm going to set up a refuse pile. So this is going to be our little garbage dump. Right over there. That's going to be okay. Oh, I probably want to turn off the mouse controls. I find them distracting. So a giant garbage dump, just in case we do have any debris of some kind. These are probably ice chunks. And they are. And the interesting thing is you can use ice chunk to, like, build with. It sort of kind of counts as just a normal rock. So, assuming it's not going to melt, we can use it for construction, which is kind of awesome. Butcher the pack animals before they starve. That's not a bad point. I forgot that we...
It's whiskey and chocolate.
And I'm sure someone... Oh, there's Belf Knight coming in. Hey, there we go. So it's just a little bit lagged on the pop-up. Thank you very much, Belf Knight. Oh, by the way, I mean, again, I know that you are into WoW, and some people are. Right now, this weekend, there's a free trial available for Elder Scrolls Online, which is a very, very solid game. And after the stream, Kiss for Luck streams right after me, and she's streaming some Elder Scrolls because she does all the time, and she asked if I could join her, so I'll be popping in there. I won't be streaming my point of view because I'll be tired at that point, but just wanted to let you guys know that Elder Scrolls is quite cool, and if you wanted to try it, it is free right now. So yeah, we probably should go and butcher these two animals over here. This is not the screen where we do it, right? We do it from this screen here, animals. Yeah. Because, yeah, these horses, unfortunately, will not be able to graze, and they're eventually going to starve to death. So we'll set a slaughter. We're not going to be able to do that until we've got a butcher set up. And I suppose I typically set up the butcher shop outdoors, because then the debris and stuff doesn't matter so much. Although we do have to set up certain cleaning things. I mean, we've got a built-in refrigerator over here, which is kind of neat. I'll just set up the butcher shop outside. Man, I can't believe I remember all these hotkeys. I just like BWU, right? That's the way to do it. It's one of these games when once you learn the hotkeys, like it goes so fast. So I'll just set up a butcher shop outside. We'll use some of I don't know, the chert, I guess, to build that up. And then now that we've got that, someone should go and butcher the poor horses. We got some more. Oh, it's Dr. Dave. Butcher the poor horses. Assuming we've got a job set up, we'll have to double check on that. Dr. Dave coming in with some whiskey and chocolate contribution. Thank you very much. Although I think today might be a Caesar day as opposed to a whiskey day. More on that later. That'll come when we do the multiplayer, which I think is going to be a Dota all random, all mid. Something like that. We will see. Dr. Dave says, hey, Quill, haven't gotten to catch your streams lately. Frowning face. Enjoyed the Surviving Mars Let's Play and the Stellaris Let's Play. Bite my shiny metal ass. Dude, okay. You know, it's funny. You go into, like, the forums for things. And, like, going into internet forums is, like, the worst. Because you're like, oh, you like a thing? Yeah, go into the internet forums and find out why that thing is terrible. The worst thing is, like, the Doctor Who internet forums. You like Doctor Who? Go into the Doctor Who internet forums and find out why Doctor Who and every episode is just the worst thing ever. I don't know, people are weird. And that applies to the Paradox games, too. See, I didn't know that, liking Surviving Mars is crazy, because it's so terrible. I'm like, wait, what? What? And other people are like, oh, I'm sorry, I liked Surviving Mars. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I like that Let's Play a lot. I really like the changes. I hadn't played a lot since close to release. Lots of really good patch changes came about. That was a lot of fun. But it's Stellaris that's crushing it right now. Oh my god. Whew. Stop having fun, guys. Exactly. Hey Quill, learned DF from your stream, so a big thank you from France. Hey! Un grand merci d'un Français pour ces magnifiques vidéos et des heures d'amusement consécutives et cet apprentissage sur DF 2014. Well, merci beaucoup, and I apologize that my French accent is probably just painful to your ears, but there he goes. Fun is overrated. Fun is where it's at. Well said, Sparrow Storm. Well said. It's whiskey and chocolate. Stop having fun, you guys. Oh, we got more whiskey and chocolate coming in. I mean, dwarves don't really do the chocolate bit, but they do like their whiskey. All right, let's read that, and then we finished digging downwards, so now we're going to figure out what our setup is actually going to look like. Who is that? It was Shadow the Impure, which sounds like a D&D character name, doesn't it? Hey, Quill, terrible week begs to end with a bang. Enjoy the sub bomb. Wait, was there a sub bomb? Oh, right there. Cool. I need to figure out, there must be a way for me to set up an alert for the sub bombs. It's showing me the names of the people who are getting the sub, but I want like a big, actual kaboom or something like that for the sub bomb. So Shadow the Impure is gifting 5 subs to the channel. It's going to Romi and Zeta and Devorak and Approximately Possible, which is a good username, and Dorgian. Hey! Will you be wrangling the circus? Well, we're going to be just trying to survive in this goddamn Glacier of Doom first. It'd be nice to butcher the bear over here too. Let's see. What are we waiting for over here? Butcher shop. Right, so no one has the butchery job right now. So who are we going to enable butchery on? I thought there was a way. Oh, there we go. Roles. There's sort of a way in Dwarf Fortress because dwarves have all kinds of characteristics. So, hold on a sec. If I sort by butchery, there we go. So, in a sense, Marvin Drake is going to be the person best suited to butchering, just because of some innate skills that are there. It doesn't mean that much, and it's not something you really have to min-max around, but technically speaking. So Marvin Drake over here, within the last week, she felt fondness, talking/visiting with a friend, nothing while in conflict, and nothing after witnessing death. Wow, she felt nothing while witnessing death from killing the polar bear. So yeah, Marvin Drake doesn't often feel envious of others, is often sad and dejected, more likely slip in depression, be stricken by melancholy, is often nervous, cracks easily under pressure, has a greedy streak, da-da-da-da. These are all traits that actually affect many things in the game. Finds obligations confining. Yeah, I understand. Hates those who wield power over others. So anyway, we're going to make Marvin Drake the butcher, because in theory, she, female dwarf, is going to be maybe in a slightly better shape to do that kind of thing. So, yeah. All right. We will enable butchery on Marvin Drake, which is going to be fine. Marvin Drake isn't too busy doing things right now, although masonry will be a big, big, big job later on. So I'm sure we'll have to reorganize things. But that should mean that someone should go and do that. If we take a look, there you go. Construct building. Supernova is eating. Lots of people are still idle. Okay. So I'm going to suggest we have dug deeply and greedily enough that we've got a floor probably entirely made out of stone. We got granite and chert over here. Sounds very good. I'm going to want the entrance area in some fashion to be defended. There's possibility for building some defenses here, and then maybe a little bit more over here. In the long run, probably some sort of guard rooms with fortifications in the walls to guard things is likely going to be the case here. And we may want to plan on that now. But I don't know. So if we go, let's assume we're just going to have some big long hallway going here. And what I'll probably do is cancel some of the digging designations to try to just, limit, how much stuff we're doing. There may be throne rooms, there may be all kinds of fancy stuff happening. Let's say something like, to the left will be our workshops, to the right will be living spaces, dining halls, and then maybe throne rooms and stuff later on. So let's say we run a tunnel as far to the edge as we can. That's our limit there. And we're also going to want stockpiles. And ideally, the stockpiles shouldn't be too far away from the stairs. So let's say we do a collection of like 10 by 10 stockpiles over here. And some more over here. And here. And later on, what we might do is turn these stockpiles here into like guard training rooms and something, like barracks and stuff like that, so that guards are hanging out near the central staircase. We'll see. Something of that nature is kind of sort of what I'm thinking. And we will dig some little connecting tunnels thusly, and most likely interconnect them this way as well, just to provide some relatively easy pathing. Okay, so something like this, and then I want an array of workshops. So most workshops, any chance of throwing on Fast Dwarf, we might do something like that. Make a big ass wall and make the elves pay for it. We can make a big ass ice wall and make the elves pay for it. Oh, civilizations, there are elves, I think humans as well, and goblin civilizations nearby where we are on the Embark screen. How do we check? Do we not check civilizations from this screen? Oh, it's C. And anyway, we can see where we are. This is us. So right over here, this is where we settled. As far as I could tell, this was the only evil biome around. And it was like, again, it was a nice start with like nothing going on, like no metals and things. It was really poopy. So yeah, we're far north, but we're still connected to the rest of the continent, so everyone should be able to reach us perfectly fine. I see for civilizations. So those are the dwarf ones we know about. I think more will show up here as we meet them. Something like that. Yeah, we're pretty far into the ice over here, but we heard there may be some rich treasures. Now, I don't know, being this far, I have no idea how this is going to affect our expedition system or whatnot. We will see. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and cancel some of the designations. I'm just going to cancel this bit here and this bit here, because I don't want to dig out all this right now because it'll be way too busy for way too long. But what I do want is I do want some workshop space set up. So workshops are 3 by 3. I mean, you can just make big giant rooms for them, but I think it would be nice if they had little alcoves like this. Maybe a little tunnel. We'll have to be a bit careful because some of the workshops have little blocked areas. We can do something like that and give them like access to the stockpiles. Then people just walk through in weird ways. I mean, that's better for like speed and pathing, but just for like flavor, something like this might be better. But what we can do is we can plan that this will meet maybe another 3 by 3 hallway over here. Something like that. And then they'll have access to stockpiles this way as well. Like, this will look nicer. We can even put little doors in. I mean, it's more work, and we have to worry about some workshops that might block doorways, and we'll have to position things, properly for that. But I think this will look kind of nice. Make the workshop 5x5 for a stockpile around it. And that is a very nice little thing you can do too, for sure. So what you do is you put a stockpile surrounding a workshop with the resources that it specifically is going to want. So it can save a lot of walking around. I think I'm going to start with this and be okay with it. Here, let's record a macro. And play, 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 play. There we go. Macros are built in. Use Control R and Control P and Control S and Control L to save and load them if you want to do something like that. So we're going to start with this. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel the designation there. So there'll be a matching set on the other side is the idea. I guess I'll go ahead while I have the macro still loaded. We'll get those down. Just stop short over here. Record macro. Go there, stop record, play, 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 play. All right. That, I think, is going to be okay. And our priority is getting this set up. And we'll have bedrooms and dining halls and everything over on the right, but this is definitely going to be priority. The problem is we only have a single dwarf doing any digging, which is somewhat less than ideal. And we still don't have any fuel. So the question is, what?
Whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. Hold on, one sec. Oh my god, panic. What is it? Prospect all will give us a count of what we actually have, and slightly giving us information that we don't have, but whatever. It's dwarven sense. Limonite. I think magnetite gives us iron. Galena is what? Lead and silver? I actually don't know if any of these are copper. Although iron will be nice. Hey, we just struck emerald. Nice. It looks like we don't have any fuel source. We don't have any coal type stuff. Now, we will be able to do some wood burning coal thing once we get to the cave lair. But other than that, yeah, we may have to rush down to magma, which never goes badly. Dig deeply and greedily, right? So we hit a few emeralds, which is nice. Oh, the horse just got slaughtered, so some butchering is happening. Hooray! I'm so happy. What we're gonna do? How is it? How do we set up views? Shift H, and then we're gonna go down to. Oops. F2, there we go. Zoom here. There we go. So F1, F2. Good. Get some candy. What can we... Tetrahedrite? Oh, is tetrahedrite in the list? Oh, I can't scroll this window, apparently. Oh, we do! Oh, nice. Okay. Which is copper plus silver. Lovely. Excellent. Okay. So, we will have some metals we can work with early on, which is good. The problem is, how will we fuel it? Can we stay away from the were lizards this time? Yeah, any of the were creatures, if we could avoid them, that would make me so happy. I think lignite is a fuel, not limonite. Yeah, I don't know what limonite is. Dwarf Fortress Limonite. Limonite's really good for making drinks in the summer. A little bit of ice and limonite. It's just delicious. Limonite is an ore of iron. It is for all metalsmithing purposes identical to magnetite and hematite. Okay. So we have lots of sources of iron, which is good. And we also are going to start making our mugs as soon as possible. Use L's as fuel. I have a couple of forks go down due to were chinchillas. Wait, what? So if you drink it, does that make it iron brew? Oh, faint speaker. Oh, 10 out of 10. Oh, the iron brew. Excellent.
It's whiskey and
Put the
chocolate.
limonite in the coconut. Yeah, we need to start making mugs. We need proper lead mugs. I think we were doing that at some point, were we not? Oh yeah, and I missed the previous whiskey and chocolate, and we got some more coming in. We got 8 Phenomenax! Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenax. Dun, 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 dun. who sent in some contributions, say, prefer whiskey, whiskey, or scotch. I'm Irish and cannot help but love whiskey. Kind of like it all, Phenomeноx. And yet, Canadian whiskey is spelled like Scottish whiskey without the E. So most Canadian whiskeys, a lot of it is rye whiskey. But it's all good. I mean, whether we're talking about an American bourbon or a scotch, or we have a few Irish whiskeys here that I really quite like as well. You know, variety is the spice of life. Life would not be good if it was just drinking the same whiskey over and over. We also got Banana Cabana coming in to say, maybe if you make the workshop rooms a little wider than they are tall, you'll have room for a small stockpile and not block the entrance. You know what? Maybe that's a lovely way to do it. I think I like that solution, Banana Cabana. Because we don't need a huge stockpile, so making them 5x5 might be a bit overkill. But, yeah, if we just make them like 4x3. So there, record, like that, and like that, then come back over here, cancel record, play, 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 play. So use the first 3 bits as a stockpile, and put the workshop at the back. Yeah, the one thing is some workshops still have like a full 3-line blocker. Like I think the butcher shop does. So we still have to be slightly careful, but this does resolve the worst of the issue. Record. Like that. Stop record, play, play. Excellent. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Mick coming in. Have you tried playing a Criminal Syndicate yet? Everyone hates you. Anyway, it's always fun to watch you play Dwarf Fortress. I actually do have a Criminal Syndicate game in Stellaris, which is the topic there, going on offline, not as a Let's Play. It's my Pyramid Schemes Incorporated game, where we try to convince you to sell essential oils and things like that and recruit more and more people to it. That's the theme of that particular run. It's quite a lot of fun. It can be tricky to get your Criminal Syndicate branch offices to stick. I find it really helps if you wait until a planet is a little bit larger. If you can get those planets that have 50 pop and more, that gives you enough for 2 building slots, so you can build 2 buildings to increase crime on a planet, and it tends to like increase it to the level where it can be hard to displace without someone spending like way too many resources on precincts. So that's quite fun. So this is a new biome, and what biome did we go for? So this is the, as far as I know, the latest version. No, I just re-downloaded it, so it is the latest. We are on a glacier. That's where we are now. Again, where's the view here? This is us, way over here. We're gonna be the kings of the north. So the problem will be we are gonna be chronically short on fuel. We did bring some wood with us, which we might use for some initial beds, but we may just be forced to use for fuel. It would be, we can't make any more picks right now because we don't have fuel nor copper. But that might be our priority, is to set up a second pick ASAP. Still don't like the fact that the rest of our dwarves really don't have anything to do. Maybe what I should do is, okay, for mining here, Supernova's got that on. Let me go and remove your mining job. We're gonna check the roles. Who might be the best miner? Oh, well, Supernova's got it because he's got the skill built up, I suppose, right now, which helps. He also does have endurance and things like that. Okay, you know what? Mining is actually a good fit for Supernova, so that's going to be all right. I don't mind that. Cancel mining, lost pick. He was just changing his equipment, so that's going to be okay. Because, yeah, some skills really help you be better mining. Don't you need a pillar in your stockpile area to prevent a cave-in? I don't believe that is too big for any kind of cave-in. There's no coal on location as far as I know. I guess we could set up a little stockpile here that will expand later on. It might be nice to do, tell you what, for what we've got here, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to set this stockpile to be for everything. At this time. Except for corpses, refuse, and stone. That should at least get the other dwarves moving, which is good. Supernova's also doing some hauling. Supernova, which is at the top of the list here. I want you to not do hauling. Which I guess these are all hauling. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. Turn off, turn off, turn off. Whoops. There you go. I want you to keep mining, buddy. Oh, it's not summer! Wow, that was fast! I guess you arrived just at the end of spring? I guess Quill will have to buy coal and wood from the owls. Yeah, that's very likely. We do know there's going to be a dwarven caravan that comes in this fall, right? That's always the way it goes. So, hopefully we do that. Can you make stuff out of ice? You totally can. We can make a giant ice wall, go full Game of Thrones. So we're just auto-saving. If I've learned anything, seasonal autosaves are a really good idea, because you never know when the game might crash on you. Wait, what? Buy stuff from elves? I know, I think we're going to play it differently here, because we're trying to show Santa that dwarves are better than elves, so we're not just going to steal things this time. I know, it hurts my heart. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to trade. In fact, we're going to try to trade and give away a lot of gifts. I like the ice mug idea. Someone said, oh, could we do that? Oh, neat. Summer, it's now minus 30 instead of minus 40. Well, I mean, I don't think anything's going to melt even in the summer. Like, this is still totally icy. I don't think it's going to change. Butcher shop. Can I tell you butcher a dead animal? And, like, leave that on. Why would trade for wood when you have mushrooms? Well, at some point we may have to do something like that. I don't think we've got... Yeah, we don't have the workflow turned on. We may want to do that later on. I know there's built-in stuff now in Dwarf Fortress for setting, like, minimums and maximums and stuff. I still have never used that, even though it's been in the game for a while. I keep using the DF hack version of it. I should probably learn it. It would be fun if idle dwarves started to ice skate on the glacier. Hey, that would be nice. Supernova says you've got no job. Shouldn't you be mining? Why are you not mining, Supernova? How do I sign his work? P, profession. L, labor. Yeah, mining's enabled. Did you put down the mining pick and never pick it up again? Yeah, you don't have a pick on your person. The other mining dwarf. Oh, right, we do have mining turned on for 2 people. My bad. So Zatrin had picked it up. That's what happened. Okay. So I've turned off the job on Zatrin, which should make him drop it as soon as he gets the opportunity to do so. And then Supernova should be able to pick it up again. There you go. Supernova's picking up his equipment now. Alright, I forgot that we set 2 dwarves on. How would you make your second pick? We just need a little bit of fuel and a little bit of smeltable stuff, and we can do it. Which means we will have to dig down and hope to find both of those things. I mean, the fuel's not going to be, in theory, that hard. All we have to do is find a cavern lair, and then we can chop down the mushroom trees. The problem is the cavern lair is probably also going to have monsters in it. So, you know, that's probably going to destroy us. Since there is no coal in this start here, I need to just stop that. And while I'm at it, because we're not going to build that way. There we go. Do something like this. Yeah, normally I do connect the workshop rooms to the stockpiles, but we're doing something different this time. Well, there's underground monsters now? I mean, there's always been underground monsters. Well, for a very, very, very long time. There's all kinds of stuff. Maybe you're being sarcastic. Maybe you're being anti-spoilery. Monsters aren't a problem, Quill. It's only the Balrogs that will be any trouble. So, what I'm trying to decide if we are going to have just the single central staircase down. Oh, dwarves are sleepy. They're sleeping on the ground. Poor little guys. They're going to be a little unhappy. At some point, we're going to have to start, like, resolving that stuff, or we're going to have some incredibly cranky dwarves, but for now, it's going to be that. A single staircase going up and down is somewhat unsafe, but I think we're going to do it anyway because it's more fun. The cart has already been deconstructed, and we did bring some wood with us. Some of that wood might get turned into beds, but probably it will all be turned into coal. I think we have no choice but to turn all of our wood into coal. Can you make pykrete weapons? It's harder than steel. I don't know what pykrete is. I mean, I don't think it's a thing in the game. It must be a reference to something, but I don't know it. Dwarves get even more unhappy now. It's not as easy to please them. Oh, yay! You know what'd be fun right now? A Fey mood. Yeah... I mean, any kind of mood right now would be interesting. So he's going to keep digging out the stockpile, which I guess is fine. Man, oh man. I actually like to embark with, like, a ton of picks. Or make as many of them, like, immediately as possible. Like, when you get to the point where you have, like, 10 dwarves with mining picks, this excavation goes so much better. And that's probably going to be our priority. Bum, 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 bum. So, we can make our coal right now. What we don't have is more stuff to smelt. Pykrete is frozen wood pulp, as strong as concrete. Really? No kidding. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and the other thing is, I don't know where we'll farm, because we don't have, like, a sandy layer. Guys, how are we going to farm? We don't have any water to make muddy stuff. We don't have a sandy layer. Yeah, probably in the caves. Yeah. It's all going to be cave stuff. Dang. There's, was it copy stock? There we go. Can't tell if this is a new one or not. I guess PX to cancel the stockpile. And P. And then what do we do? Is it set? Yeah. Boom. Okay. There you go. Just expand that stockpile here. Make sure we got lots of room. I bet you can turn ice into water. I'm not sure how. I mean, you'd think it'd be really easy. But I'm not sure how. How long are we dwarf fortuning today? We are going to be dwarf fortuning for about 3 hours. Then we'll do about an hour multiplayer with subscribers and things, which is going to be some Dota. And after that, I'm going to be joining A Kiss for Luck on her stream. She is playing some Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm going to be joining her for that. It's Elder Scrolls Online is something I've dabbled with. I've got a few characters, you know, sort of mid-level, like nowhere near max or anything like that. I've never actually done any dungeons or PvP or anything like that, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what she has planned. She's a big fan of the game, spends most of her time working on housing, and if any of you have ever watched Kiss for Luck, that should not surprise you one bit. But yeah, so we'll I'll be doing that. So you want to tune into her stream, and I'll be probably on Discord or something with her. So I'm just gonna expand this. So these are both just everything stockpiles, which is going to be useful for now. And then we're going to work to dig out some room over here for some workshops, which our first priority will simply be to set up a couple of craft dwarf workshops so that we can start pumping out some mugs. So we've got something to sell. Maximum priority. And then we dig down, we find ourselves a cavern. From the wiki, running magma under unmined ice will melt the ice. It's supposed to be the best way. Yeah, so all we have to do is like, you know, start pumping magma places. Easy peasy. And that's the other thing. If we just dig down to magma, then we don't have to worry about fuel at all. And that's what we've done on most of our runs. But it might be nice to do, you know, something where we're not just using magma. But honestly, I'm not sure we're going to have much of a choice here. With no wood and no coal type resources, what can we do other than magma the crap out of things? Magma prevented open bodies of water from freezing for a long time. Should still work. Just build a magma elevator. Uh-huh. Okay, so we want to... Oops, that's the wrong button. Building, workshop, craft dwarf workshop.
It's whiskey
And so when you place things... It's whiskey and chocolate. Oh, one sec. When you place things, it can be a little hard to see, but some of these X's are darker than others. The dark X's can't be walked through. So we have to make sure there's not 3 dark X's on the left side, and there's only 2, so we're okay there. So we're going to do that. Sure, build that out of granite. That's going to be okay. Excellent. Magma elevator, you mean a volcano? Haha! So who's the whiskey and chocolate from? It's from Dion DF! Hey, DF, good name. I would enjoy if you set up an early tavern. Monsters are fun to watch. Or monster hunters are fun to watch and help with caverns. Oh, really? Well, maybe then. Oh, there we go. We got some music going on in the background. How's the sound? I'm wondering if we should put it up. Sounds a little quiet to me. I might have turned it down on the Windows mixer, so maybe I can just put this up a little higher. All right, so excellent. Craft Dwarf Workshop is a go. So rock mugs. So when you make crafts, you get a variety of different goods. I like to specify the craft because it's actually a lot easier to find them later on. And more importantly, it's just cool to get... Where the hell did I put the stone mug? Oh, over here. Plus, everyone knows that dwarven mugs are the best mugs in the world. So we're going to go and set that up for an infinitude job. And if I go to DF hack, I just want to enable workflow. Because what it'll do is it'll protect these unlimited jobs so that they're always running. There we go. That way, if we run out of rocks for some reason, it'll just suspend the job for now and then re-enable it later on. So this is going to allow us to make rock mugs forever. Excellent. And I guess what we can do is put a little stone stockpile right in front of it. And change settings. Stone. We want to make sure we don't do metallic ores or economic ores, just other stone and not clay. So we're just going to use other stone as our material for making mugs. Well, we actually are not limiting that for the mugs, but I think by default they grab from the closest, and we can actually force the job to be of a certain type later on. But there we go. And who's working on it right now? It is me Jammin' is starting to work on our stone mugs. Nice. Sure you should be making rock toys, not rock mugs? Oh, man. Rock mugs. Gotta have the mug industry. Okay, so our mining job is basically done for the start right now, as much as we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig deeply and greedily and look for a cavern. Should the need arise, we might abuse the reveal button in DF hack just to help us find the cavern. Hey, we got a Twitch baby, Dragoric. Hey, I love this game. It's been too long since I played it myself. Me too. Be careful if stone mug doesn't end up in your pickaxe. I wonder what the dwarven version of rock, paper, scissors is. Rock, bigger rock, even bigger rock. We've struck chorl. Okay. I don't know what that is, but we struck it. Snowstorm has come. Ooh, how exciting. What is sitting around still outside here? Some bauxite and malachite. Okay, yeah, some of our rocks are sitting outside. Do we have any other critters? No. No more polar bears have shown up yet, thank goodness. We're starting to make mugs. You can see them line up over here. We're really going to need some bins to store them in. We have struck chrysoberyl, which is... Oh, that is a gem. Here, put a little dig command on it. Rock, pickaxe, crossbow, obviously. That's a good system. Bigger rock beats rock. Dwarf beats bigger rock with mining. Rock beats dwarf. Bonks him on the head. Oh yeah, nest box room for the turkeys. That is an excellent point. Where do we want to put there? You know what? I think I'm going to put it on the far side here. Now, I don't remember. There's all sorts of, like, funky stuff you need to do to get the nest boxes to work right. And I never remember what they are. I do have auto nest box enabled in DF hack. There's like something you gotta do to make the farming work. I just don't remember. Nest boxes work right very easily. What about the eggs? Do you have to like do some weird forbidding or something so they don't eat the fertilized eggs or some goddamn thing? Forbidding the fertilized eggs make them work well for hatching animals. Okay, so all we have to do for that is go into Z kitchen. Did I say Z instead of Z? I hate myself right now. I guess they need to arrive before we can toggle them on and off. Yeah, I know, you lock the birds and stuff. That feels weird. Tell your dwarves to not take the eggs away to a stockpile. Oh, yeah, it's the food, eggs. I guess what we'll do is just forbid all eggs from being carried to a stockpile for now. I don't know if they're like, they differentiate fertilized from unfertilized in this. Because it's something in RimWorld as well. Yes! Oh, we found a cavern that was less painful than expected. Excellent. Okay. All right, and we can keep digging down. What are these walls? That is orthoclase. All right. Dig, 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 diggy, diggy, go. Whoa, wow, this is interesting. No other critters that we know about yet. So we are going to dig into open air here. We'll have to shuffle some things around. Let me finish the current digging job. That's going to be okay, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. Milk quartz.
Sir, there's some more dwarves.
Migrants have arrived! All right, let's unpause. I guess we don't have a dining room yet, so they're not going to be going anywhere specific.
Delicious.
Because we have to do that, right? A little meetings place. I mean, I suppose I can just designate any kind of zone. If I make a zone here and flag it as a meeting area, then I believe the migrants will now enter the map. Wherever the hell that they spawned, I don't remember. You. Yeah, there they go. They're now flowing into the fortress. And they'll get set up soon. Dig, dig, dig. Okay, so I think what we have to do here is dig like that. What is this? Tourmaline. Okay, so it's just gems. Okay. Let me go and set a hotkey for this level for now. That'll surely change soon. What's that smooth stone pillar in a cave just south of your staircase? Is there a smooth stone pillar? Oh! No, that's a tower cap. That's one of the big giant mushroom trees. Oh! Masterpiece short mug. Nice. Oh, and that's actually one of our new additions to the fortress that just did that. So let's load up Dwarf Therapist. Let's reread. I like to sort by migration wave for this. So we got 5 new people coming in, which is just lovely. Let's go ahead and give them a name. So last one I named was Me Bajamin. So we've got the Burning Void coming in here. Nice. We've got Will Marshall. Whoops. Come on. Will Marshall. We got Banana Cabana! Banana Cabana coming in here. Nice. We've got Wolfhound Lewis, who I've got to... Hold on. Let me apply, because... There we go. Set nickname, Wolfhound Lewis. Like that. And one more, which is going to be Dark Beholder, right here. Set nickname, Dark Beholder. Done. So I'll go ahead and break that up again. So, Burning Void coming in at 16 stone crafting skill. Yeah, baby! Holy cow! Yeah, we're gonna have to set up a second craft workshop so that we can have a couple people working, because that would be very nice. Because we got tons of idlers right now, and that's one of the things if we may want to cycle some of the auto labor stuff. Yes, I think we do have to go and say nest boxes, which are somewhere in here. We may need to get a manager sooner rather than later. First of all, let's go and assign those jobs. So we're going to have a bookkeeper. Marvin Drake. No one has any skill, really. Okay, that's fine. Marvin Drake, you'll be our bookkeeper. And a manager. Well, Christian is at least a novice organizer, so we'll give it to him. And we're going to go and set up... 2 of these rooms will be offices. Actually, I think they'll share an office early on. What we need to do is build table planning mode. What we're going to do is put a table here and put a table here and then throne planning mode there and there. And what we're going to need, build workshop mason. We need a mason so that we can start building some of these structures. So we're going to go ahead and put an order for a mason right there. So we got some digging going up top here now. So this has been done? Yep, it has. Okay. So we need to keep digging deeply and greedily until we find the floor level of this cavern. My God, it is tall. Looks to me like this is the floor level. Oh, someone is visiting! We don't have a tavern set up yet, but there we go. Petitions available. For the purpose of eradicating monsters. Yeah, by the way, Fountain Clouds is the name of our fort here. Slenchy Work Hero. I will approve. So, do we actually need a tavern to attract more people, or what? How does this work? I guess you want to set up an inn so that they can live here permanently.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Hey, look, dirt. We need that. You want a second craft store? Yes, that's true. Let's go and set that up immediately right here. We got whiskey and chocolate coming in. Oop, okay, we're not paused. Oh, it's Banana Cabana again! Cheers for my first time being in a game! I hope I live in interesting times. Yeah, Banana Cabana, what are your details? I'm curious here. Banana Cabana, within the last week she felt tenderness from visiting her spouse. Oh, I think we have to go to another screen to find out who you're married to. That's very interesting. You like claystone brass, milk quartz, crystal glass, giant rat tooth, Rami fabric, giant moths, picks, anvils, the color light blue, and the sound of the pristine chants. Prefers to consume banded knife fish, donkey cheese, and soft wheat beer. Hates oysters. There we go. Banana Cabana. And yeah, if we go to here, Banana Cabana, and go view unit and relationships, you are married to Wolfhound Lewis! Hey, hey! Oh my god, you got 2 sons, a daughter, a big family tree, some bunch of brothers and sisters. Oh my gosh. You got a big family, man. Oh ho! Burning Void has created a masterpiece granite mug. Nice. Our stockpile is quickly filling up with mugs. We're gonna have to do something about that. And I can't just copy the jobs, I don't think, but that's okay. If we go add tasks, so we want rock mugs forever over here. And then yeah, we'll set up some other jobs. Okay, Mason shop is up, so we need table, chair to start off with. Maybe a handful of doors, we're gonna need some. So get started on that, that's gonna be okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my hotkey here to, man, that is deep. Right here. Hotkey, actually I'll just set F4 to this for now, because it might still be useful to reference this level for various reasons. Okay. Who's our monster hunter? A dwarf or something else? That's a good question. How do we find out? Oh, it's a human! A human monster hunter. Slenchy Bunnisman. So, I don't think I'll name the non-dwarves. Build door. Planning mode. So we will put a door on the turkey area here. Once that gets set up. And yeah, for jobs, I want to put in a job for nest boxes, which can be made out of rock. There it is. Rock nests. We'll just put them in like 30. And yeah, there's perpetual orders and things like that that you can do now, which is interesting. 30 is a lot, but we might expand our nesting. You name humans after patrons or maybe other YouTubers? Oh, that's funny. Maybe we'll do that once we get the inn set up and we know that, like, we're good on keeping people around for a while. Hey, we've created a nice nest box. Ba-dum-tsh. So some of that is still being dug out. I guess I can place... Man, I remember that it's Shift-N. I can't believe all the hotkeys I remember. Sorry. Build. Nest box. Oh, you can't go into... you have to have them built. You can't do a planning mode for nest boxes. Fair enough. Do you have neighbors in this fort? There's supposed to be...
The time for autumn has come.
Man, the seasons go a lot faster than I remember. A lot faster than I remember. Maybe it's just because it's early in the fort, so the frame rate's really high. We do have some neighbors. Is Santa a monster hunter? Ha! Kill off the male cat so you don't get an explosion? Maybe. Did you pick up Smash Ultimate? No, it's on my Christmas list, which means I'm not gonna buy it until, you know, unless I know that I haven't gotten it as a gift. So I'm gonna have to be real patient. There's gonna be more Stellaris later, not on stream, but on YouTube, certainly. We can't only stream Stellaris, even though that might actually be a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun. We found dirt, we can farm, we can drink. Soon it's going to be winter. Soon House Stark shall come to help us build the ice wall. We will actually very soon have a Dwarven caravan coming by. So I'm going to go and plop a trade depot. Tell you what, we'll build the trade depot out of ice. I'm going to plop it down right in front here so that they have something to trade with. Yeah, depot accessible because we don't have one built, but that'll get built now. And then we'll sell them the mugs. The problem with the mugs is they're not in bins, so they'll all have to be carried up individually, which is pretty crappy. We have more petitions available. Eradication of monsters. So these monster hunters, that's new and interesting. I mean, I remember them adding, you know, some of those features, but the monster hunters, that might be really helpful. Do they just go out and kill them on their own? How does this work? Okay, you are digging, which is good. Diggy hole. Get down to the ground floor. So is this dirt? Yeah, it's grass and things. So we can graze down here, And presumably we can set up our plants down here as well. If I dig into the walls, I assume it's not going to be dirt, though. So we might have a hard time making like a regular, proper like plot, but I guess it's okay. All right, and yeah, we have a turkey over there. I have a DF hack running the auto nest box, so they're properly setting up the zones and things like that for our tings. Build nest box here. Oops, I just build nest box here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And we do have some tables and chairs over here. So if I make a office assigned to Marvin, who I believe is our manager, and then this shrink down, assigned to maybe Jammin, who is our broker. That's good. And at some point, we're going to want to tell our broker that what I would like, or sorry, bookkeeper, that I want the highest precision counts. Marvin, oh, it's Christian. It's not maybe Jammin. It's Christian, who's our manager. There we go. Check there. Okay, all the requirements are met. Although, when your fort level is still low, I don't think you actually need a manager's office set up. And we'll want to move it later and make proper offices, because that's going to be a place for a workshop later on, but that's going to be okay. We are going to check the kitchen now, because there's the eggs, finally. Okay, because until the eggs were in here, I actually couldn't flag them. So now they're no longer able to cook turkey hen eggs. We've already turned off the stockpiling of eggs, so they shouldn't get moved from the nest boxes. And what glacier is building this fort? Right over here. Right, and we are far north. We are right proper in a glacier. What are these things over here? Dark Goblin Pit, Dark Goblin Fortress. All right, so there's goblins nearby. What is this thing here? The Murky Continent's Mahogany Desert. Interesting. And then to our south, more goblins! Goblins to the left of us, goblins to the right. Stuck in the middle with you. Okay. Fort with 10k goblins. I mean, we could possibly raid the little goblin holes of 30. But yeah, the forts, ooh, that's scary. I mean, of course, we are at war with the goblins. There's no avoiding that. Filthy things. All right. I think we still have excess turkeys, but we'll start with this anyway. So that's a go. And what we'll probably configure at some point is auto butchering of turkeys and stuff like that. And, well, basically everything to keep them within certain limitations. And actually, yeah, if we take a look at our animals, what is our cat situation?
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Okay, we have 2 female cats and 2 male cats. You know what? It's fine. We don't need to worry about cat explosions. It's going to be okay. And more whiskey and chocolate coming in from Dion again. Do you know that you can change frame rates manually? The game does not start at max. You can set game speed higher or lower. Control plus minus maybe. Oh, neat. Okay. That is good to know. I think we'll leave things as is now. Game's still running, fairly quick. Okay, how's the digging? Does take a while to get here, and we still only have the one goddamn miner. Oh my, there's so many levels! We're creating more masterpieces. Those are nest boxes, although we can always sell the excess nest boxes. Ah, there we go! The caravan! The dwarven caravan is here. Alright. Ooh. Needs construction, needs masonry. We actually don't have the trade thing set up yet. I did not realize the trade depot was not correctly set up. So we have no mason. Yes, we do. It's Marvin Drake. Marvin might be busy doing other things. Let me turn on masonry for a couple extra people here. Oh, Marvin's probably making, all the masonry objects, as opposed to doing, the construction for it. But there we go. Yeah, you need a trade depot. It's okay. We got it going now. Someone will do it. So what is Marvin doing? Oh, Marvin's also our broker, so he's updating that. Yeah. When Pikeman is visiting. Construct rock door. Okay, hang on. Just gonna temporarily turn on masonry for everyone. Alright, let's discuss our situation. There's much to share. Information added to civilization/world info. Oh, okay. What do you have of our merchants? What we need from the merchants... I mean, yeah, we could use a lot of leather. We'll put it sort of low priority, that's going to be fine. And cloth, that's going to be okay. What we really need is wood. Metal bars, basically of any type, that's going to be fine. Seeds of any type is always good. Anvils, to get started. We can hold off on weapons and stuff early on, because we're sort of more looking to build them. Drink. Cheeses. Various powders. We'll probably have to put in some requests for those things. Lye, charcoal, coke, that would be good. Okay, I think that's probably fine. Asking for thoughts and prayers. Ah! And we definitely don't need to ask for cups and mugs and whatnot. We got plenty of those. Alright, so that's what we're requesting. And here's what... yeah, alright. Done. Look over documents. And this, I think, is what they want and what they're willing to pay more for. Ooh. The goblet priority is pretty low. They do have a price above 100%, though. Like, they're still looking for it. So that's going to be okay. Earrings, cut gems. Well, cut gems is a thing. Musical instruments, they'd be all over. Maybe we change things up and we focus on making stone guitars or something instead. Someone's working on this? Yes. Who dis? It's racist the Flammy. Going to work, constructing the trade, depot. Where is it? Oh, construct building, right there. Excellent. Sell the cups and mugs for milk and cookies, Quill. The goal, after all, is to replace Santa. Make an ice theremin. Nice. Stone guitar. I mean, what else would the option be? Some sort of rock guitar? I mean, it doesn't even sound right. All right, we've got you, babe. We've got someone who can also broker. Now, is the caravan actually going to come and set up now that we've got this set up? Yes, they are. Okay, good. So we are going to request that the broker show up and move goods. See, because what I like to do is select mugs. See, it's a very easy to choose that way. And then shift enter. To bulk move. Oh, man, we've got a lot of mugs. And each one of these is going to have to be carried individually because we don't have a freaking container for it. Oh yeah, we can hit C for more news. So that's us, yes, and then there's world. If we hit W, oh, I guess we're already on the world view. Holdings and tributes. Okay, I don't really know what this means, but okay, the goblins. Dwarvens, okay. Oh, news and rumors. So we got nothing on the end screen for news and rumors. Missions. You have not created any missions. Missions can be created from the world, artifacts, and peoples mode. Okay. Artifacts. So these are artifacts we know about. Giant bat bone floodgate. So we can go and raid for artifacts. No recoverable missing citizens. Oh, when citizens get captured, we can go rescue them now. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So, a lot of people are now busy carrying stuff. I am a dwarf and I'm carrying a mug. Do 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 do. Meow. Oh, nice little kitten. A cat just gave birth. Hooray! Cat explosion incoming. So what is a cat explosion if you guys don't know about? Well, one of the things that tends to lead to the death of most fortresses in Dwarf Fortress is frame rate death. Oh, more migrants have arrived. As your fortress grows and grows and grows in people and size, the game can start to slow down for a variety of different reasons. And that includes animals, right? If you end up with too many animals, then, you know, that can slow down the game. They're all pathfinding and trying to eat stuff and whatever. So, you know, you want to keep the number down, so you cull them from time to time. The problem is this. Cats... So, if you want, like, say we've got a dog over here. I could toggle and make this dog available to be a pet for someone. By default, it's unavailable. The difference is that so if we make it available, a dwarf could adopt this dog. Dwarves don't adopt cats. Cats adopt dwarves, and there's no way to toggle that on and off. So you can end up in a situation where you have 1 million cats and they've all adopted dwarves, so you can't butcher the cats anymore without really dramatically upsetting the dwarves. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. What about the graphic pack? World map still in ASCII? Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. When I set it up, all I did is I used the Lazy Noob pack. So I chose it and installed graphics, and that was it. So maybe this Iron Hand pack doesn't have it. Monster hunting, Quimbor. Welcome to the fun. Okay, are you guys still hauling mugs? Yep, you're still totally hauling mugs. It's gonna take forever. Which of the dwarves make more space for cats? Ha ha! Yeah, gelding is a thing, that's true. Free kitten giveaway. Have cats give 2 births. Oh, it begins. It begins. So we took apart the butcher thing. I think I'm gonna rebuild it and maybe leave it near the surface here, because then the miasma is not a problem. So what happens is anything that rots releases like toxic miasma that upsets dwarves. So let's say, I mean, this is a natural little freezer area, right? Let's say we build, an area here, and we do this. And then after we do that, what we can do is we can carve fortifications right here. Fortifications are like arrow slits. I don't know if we can actually carve it into the ice. Or do we have to smooth first? We have to smooth the stone first. There we go. We'll smooth the ice, and then I think we can carve fortifications into it. And that can vent and make sure that, you know, it doesn't go outside. Are we still carrying mugs? I mean, of course we are. We've got 30 bajillion mugs. Dwarves get upset that their pets get slaughtered. Crazy, right? I know. What's up with that? Make a cat farm to farm cat meat? I mean, yeah. It's TWBT that makes the world map the ASCII. Oh, maybe. TWBT is type text will be text or something like that. It eliminates some other like weird visual glitches that can happen, like where you're reading something and it's got random like tile set characters in it. Dwarf Fortress is weird, man. Have we dug down to the bottom yet? Nope. And Supernova is not assigned to carry things, so he is still digging, diggy hole. But yeah, there's tons of trees in there. Oh, it's gonna be great. So I want to let him finish that. Then we're going to carve out more space for workshops, and we are heavily going to invest in getting our smelting. We're going to get a wood furnace going so we can make charcoal from our wood. They're still bringing stuff. At some point, our trader is going to have to go and get himself a drink or something. My God, there's so many goddamn mugs. I think a ton of mugs were still sitting in the workshop. Because, yeah, our stockpile was 100% full because of the mugs. So, if we look here, yeah, there's page after page and page of mugs sitting in the workshop. This is why we need bins. Cats are fabulous pest control tool, by the way. That's true. If you don't have cats, it's important to bring cats with you. Then yeah, you'll run into some issues. And perhaps... Oh, we have an alpaca that's starving. So that must have come with some people. So we're going to go ahead and slaughter you. And since we are starting to get a bunch of cats, I will go and slaughter the male cats here. So we'll stop getting as many kittens. We'll slaughter the male kittens too. We'll just keep some cats around. It's going to be fine. Okay. Not that we have the butcher shop yet. We must be nearing the end of the mugs. I mean, come on. Fun fact about arrow slits. Dragons can breathe fire right through them. Lost a fort when one cooked about 50 dwarves. Ouch! Fix the ASCII map, you need to go to the Customize tab under the Graphics menu and make sure both font and graphics font are set and tile set. Oh, okay. Like, wait, hold on. I mean, I might not do it now. In the custom... Oh, right there! Customize there! Oh! That's new. Uh-oh! No! No, it's a Weresheep! We might be fouquet'd. We might be totally fouquet'd, you guys. The Weresheep, Gosru, has come, a large sheep twisted into humanoid form. It is craved for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow golden yellow, its cinnamon hair is long and shaggy. Now you will know why you fear the night. First of all, that really hurts my throat when I do that. I shouldn't do it. The reason... That's bad. Oh, DD, Jong. The reason that were creatures are so bad is not just because they can slaughter your people, because they're, you know, dangerous, nasty things. But anyone who gets bitten by one can turn into one, which can then bite more, and that's ripped the entire fort. On the plus side, the dwarven merchants are still here, and they might help out with some of the fighting. So, where is you? Oh, I think that was one of the merchants. I think one of the merchants is the Weresheep. All right, so first... Oh, I'm on a different level. I'm going to go ahead and resolve the trade, just in case something really weird happens. Mark all goods for trade over here. Let me just finalize a little bit of stuff here real quick. We're going to get some wine, beer. We need a lot of that. It might be nice to get some weapons. There we go, some picks. Iron pick, steel pick's not much more. Bronze pick, nice and cheap. Bismuth pick, okay. Maybe some weapons. Might be a little late. What are we looking at here? Value, trader profit is huge, okay. And of course, we have to be very Christmassy. We're going to take these bins of leather and cloth, because we're going to start doing some of that. I mean, probably mostly the leather. I might want to invest in some bolts, but I don't know.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Random food for variety. Got more whiskey and chocolate coming in. Murius! Remember the were lizards. I know. I know. I have complete PTSD with all this stuff. Okay. I'm gonna get a good amount of food. Silk yarn. We want a variety of these things too, in case someone ends up in a strange mood. And we need to have the various crafts available for things. So we're basically taking all of their food options. We got copies of various books and things like that. I don't know how much important that is. Here, we'll grab some various metals. And some gems.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Oh, more whiskey and chocolate. Hold on, I'll get there. Ropes that we can use for various constructions, which is actually really handy. Some water skins maybe for some of our crew. You can get more dogs over here. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We have tons of profit left. Again, there we go. So if we do this, we're doing 2 to 1. And I said we're gonna do. This is very Christmassy. We're giving people lots of gifts. I mean, they're all mugs, but here we're asking for about 5 grand worth of stuff, and we're trading away 11 grand worth of stuff. So the trader is going to profit by 6 grand. You know, I'm rounding some of these numbers, and that's going to have to be okay. So we'll hit T to trade. They'll be very happy with this. Good. Yeah, seems ecstatic with the trading. No kidding. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Now we have to try not to die. So let me go back to my military system over here. And we're gonna throw some extra draftees in here just to say. So technically we have this. We're gonna have to, like, it's Krampus. Let's go through down there, right? I'm getting that name right. I'm not gonna accidentally kill the wrong person. Yeah, goes through. Okay, what could possibly go wrong? I'm hoping the dwarven merchants, who are probably fairly well armored, are gonna jump in here. And I mean, maybe I should just run away. What's the best way to look here? Weresheep releases the grip of the Weresheep's left upper arm from the recruit's lower front teeth. Wait, the Weresheep was holding on to my teeth? Weresheep locks the broker's left shoulder with its right upper arm. There's bolts that are hitting the Weresheep. Weresheep throws the fish dissector by the lower front teeth with the... Wait, so you had someone by the teeth and you just threw them that way. Dang, man. Locks, releases. Looks like it's mostly doing... Oh, shit. Wrestling moves. The Weresheep shakes the Liemaker around by the left foot, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The left foot is ripped away and remains in the Weresheep's grip. Oh, this is fine. Talon Anilficod, the Liemaker, has been found dead. Wait, you didn't even have a name. I think... Okay. Okay, the Weresheep has been killed. So did Toulon, who didn't have a name. Must have been one of the visiting dwarves? Oh, we did get some more migrants. I forgot. We had a handful of migrants that showed up. And we hadn't named yet. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. No, the Burning Void has been found dead! Oh no! Burning Void! Oh, shit.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
No name, no loss, yeah, but Burning Void. Who was not the person with like 14 crafting skill? Yeah, we've got like a give water job going on now because we've got some people who are sick and we don't have any buckets. We don't even have any fresh water anywhere. We don't have a hospital either. Or anywhere to bury people. So here's what I want. I want this path to lead into the Great Dining Hall. Something like this. There you go. Maybe I'll round out the corners a bit. Yeah, something like that. I usually make them quite, like, squarish, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing that's longer like this instead. I think that's gonna be quite interesting. So the Great Dining Hall, and then I suspect there'll be like a throne room or dining, or noble quarters or something behind it. But we're also gonna need somewhere to bury the dead. And I want that to be kind of a place of honor. What if we had these, like, catacombs that sort of surrounded the dining hall? Kind of like that. Hang on, let me change this to that. And that. There you go. That still leads to a little bit of weirdness. Hold on. There. Let's put little coffins in this. Whoops. And do something like that on the other side. I kind of like this. This is different than what we've done before. Now, we're not going to be able to do that immediately, because it's still super important that we dig our way down to the cavern layer first. Yeah, I know. I probably will use more macros for more of that, but I was still sort of hand placing things and figuring it out. I think something like that sort of works. It's funny. It almost look like we're quasi building a Cyberman. You know. How are we doing towards the ground floor? Oh, we've gotten there. Excellent. So all we have to do is pop this open. I guess we'll just put like a doorway here, so at least we can close things. Come on. And we got more whiskey and chocolate, and I think I was missing some. So we're gonna dig out through there. Like that. Excellent. Okay. So we're hoping that no one got bitten. Where's the health meter? Do we need a doctor before we find the health system in here? Like, or a hospital? That might be true. I know I gotta check the whiskey and chocolate. Chief Medical Dwarf is gonna be... It looks like it's gonna be Marvin, who does a lot of things. You know what? Zartan. You're gonna be the Chief Medical Dwarf. There we go. Health system. So Fang over here is not looking too good. He's currently pale. I think he lost ability to stand. Oh, you're the one whose leg was ripped off, isn't it? Aren't you? No wounds. No, I need a description of you, buddy. Can't stand. We don't know his wounds yet. But I'm willing to bet. Who was it? Was it Fang? No. Shit, I already forgot. It is Fang. So if I go to this screen here and check out Fang thusly. His upper body is cut open. His upper body is dented. His right upper arm is mangled beyond recognition. His left knee is mangled beyond recognition. His left shoulder is mangled beyond recognition. So, right upper arm, left shoulder, presumably affecting everything below. I was out in a blizzard. It's annoying. I love that that's like his first thought is, you know what? I don't like being in the snow. He was afraid after experiencing trauma. No kidding. Uneasy after seeing the burning void die. Annoyed after suffering a minor injury. Uh-huh. And I'm very concerned that he's going to turn into a were-dwarf now. Definitely need a private locked hospital room for that guy. Yeah, I kind of agree. Hospital really should be near the stairs. Alright, tell you what. We're gonna go ahead and do this. I was thinking of avoiding it because of reasons, but we're gonna do that. And what we're gonna do is... I'm gonna build, like, a hospital here. But it's gonna include... like a private room. A private room for troublesome dwarves. If he turns into a Weresheep, can you shear him? Ah! Mark mining as priority level. Oh, those are new things. That's true. Man, oh man. All right, let's check out the whiskey and chocolate contributions here. Refresh, refresh, refresh. So I think I missed the one from Mick before. It says, what's going on? Cancel give water. I know, we don't have buckets or fresh water for our sick people. Wine and beer, we're gonna need a lot of that. I would drink heavily too if my local merchant turned into a Weresheep at my front door. And the Max says, I've been waiting for another Dwarf stream for a while now. Unfortunately, it just got called into work. Oh man, you'll have to check the VOD. Happy to see another fortress being born. Yeah, it might die soon. An elf donated! This fort looks pretty elfy, sir. I approve. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing? Yeah, gives water, needs empty bucket. We don't have... Well, we will have a water source down below. And actually, if we set up a carpenter's, we've got some access to wooden things now. We can make our own buckets. This is gonna be fine. Definitely not a jail, just a nice private room. That's right. And we might carve in a few fortifications there. We don't actually have crossbows yet, so I guess we can't, you know, fire into the room if there's something. Just like this, we're playing 2 Point Hospital, dealing with Weresheepism. Hey, thanks for the bits! Elfie in the sense that your rounded dining halls and surrounding catacombs is only exactly how built. Oh, I see. I like the rounded corners. When they're smooth, they look really good. You can leave pillars and stuff too. They're like quite sexy. In fact, we might do a little pillar in here because it does look very nice. I think we will. The alarm is just people keep trying to give water to my injured dwarf, but there's no bucket. So we keep being notified over and over that there's no bucket, and it's very annoying. What I could do real quickly is build a carpenter's workshop and use a little bit of our precious... I'm just going to put it in the middle of the hallway here. Use a little bit of our precious wood to build a single bucket. I could have bought one from the merchants too, and I should have. So we're going to want a door there and there. We did build a few. I don't know if I still have to queue up a few more. Door. I mean, I could probably just set up a big job, actually. Like, for a ton of doors. And actually, I'll probably use workflow later on. I do have to figure out the, like, conditions. So if we made it infinite, we could put in a condition there. I might still use workflow just because that's what I'm used to, but I mean, we don't have beds yet, but the idea will be that there will be a bed in here. Okay, so if I make a zone like this and make it a hospital, so I now officially have a hospital. When we have our carpenter, I don't know if we have someone set up to be a carpenter. Oh, and I still have to name some people. Carpentry is over here. Yeah, who might be a better fit for a carpenter? It's like always the same people. We'll set up some people assigned to be carpentry, and then we'll figure things out as we move forward. Oh, underground diversity discovered 100 mineral deposits. Well, that's cool. Is that... Oh, that's Dark Beholder over here, who's just chilling. There we go. We now have a carpenter. So we will make one bed with our precious wood. And then a bucket. Is it you? No. Tell you what. One bucket. But they'll still complain they don't have water. Although, we might have access to water down here. Build door. So we'll double door it, just to make it slightly harder for people to smash through things. And who dis? That's one of our human lashers. This is a monster hunter over here. We got some caged critters? That must be from the merchants or something that are still working on leaving. And then, yeah, there's some giant trees. So we want to designate tree chopping. Auto chop dashboard? Is that part of a mod? We'll chop from the whole map. Yeah, auto chop on. Designate now. Undesignate now. Oh, designate now. There you go. Min max. Okay. So you are now chopping some trees for me. Nice. I don't know if anyone set the lumberjacking. Oh, I think we have one whole axe. Where's tree chopping? Is it plant cutting? What's it called in this one? I mean, we still have to name some people. Woodcutter. There you go. We'll give 3 people some wood cutting jobs. And we'll want to like reorganize and stuff later on. So there is a filter for nicknamed, is there not? Has nickname. There we go. Which is also another way to do it. We're going to go ahead and give you some names. I should probably pause the game while I'm not babysitting it. Where's my extra life donator name list? Excellent. So we're going to have here Warrior James, Johan, Thunderdark, Archimagus, or Archmage, I suppose. We're going to have an Ardent Vector, a Fairbore Melkor, come on, click, a Kana, and finally over here, Private Paula. Done. All right. So now if you die, we'll know who to mourn. Was that the old yeah, that was the old Weresheep conflict message. That's okay. No water. So we have a hospital with a hospital bed. So, and we have a chief medical dwarf. So Fang, you are set to rest. Okay, so someone dropped you in the room. You're not in a bed, but you're technically in this hospital ward. Okay, so if we look at health and Fang, diagnosis required. So, okay, our chief medical dwarf is Zartrin. So Zartrin, what are you doing? You are storing items in stockpile. Right, but we kind of need to turn that behavior off for you there, buddy. Zartrin? Oh, you probably don't have your medical stuff on. Hold on. Yeah. You're a chief medical dwarf, but you don't actually have the medical stuff turned on. I don't know if this is, like, evaluated from left to right for priority. Diagnosed patient. Okay, good. There you go. Going and doing some medical stuff over here. So now, how are we looking with our patient? Status. No. Health. Wounds. Wow, it turns out your shoulder, knee, upper body, right arms, everything's been torn apart horribly, brutally. We're gonna do some work. We don't have much of the material to do much cleaning, unfortunately, but we'll do what we can. We have no containers in here, but I think the doctor can grab stuff from just about anywhere. Zartrin is looking to suture. We did get a little bit of string here. So we're gonna give you a little bit of treatment before we lock you in there. Oh, kill the cat. You got another little mining achievement for that. Is it from bites? I think it was mostly ripped apart rather than bitten. I think that the Weresheep was really mostly doing wrestling type stuff. Zartrin is now going to rest. So presumably, I go here and there and health. You still need stuff, but I don't think we've got all the means to do everything. All right, we're locking the door. Forbid passage. So that's now locked. And I don't know if you can smash your way through. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and smooth. I mean, you're probably just gonna die. I feel bad about that, but, you know, less bad than if you decided to butcher the entire fortress. Oh, no! Oh, no! Archimagus, Ardent Vector, and Private Paul have all turned into Weresheep. Yeah, no, GG. And what's funny... Oh no, Fang did as well. Yeah, Fang did as well. Yeah, no, that's rip. Like, I can't believe they gave us a Weresheep so soon. The stupid merchant caravan... Oh, no. Yeah, that's 100% end of the fort. I mean, there's no way, right? Because even if we fight them all off, then just more of our military squad is going to become... So, yeah, attack Fang, although Fang's locked away, luckily. Private Paula, Ardent Vector. Oh, I have to shift-click, don't I? So J, Shift I, H, F, which you can't reach. Give order. Wake up, sheeple! Banana Cabana is now the leader of the expedition. Possibly because a few people have died. Yep, Christian's dead. Meeby Jammin is dead. Farborough's dead. I mean, do we have anyone left? Oh, I named the monster slayers. I didn't realize, yeah, they'd show up in there. I mean, we've got plenty of monsters. Could you guys go and slay them? I don't know who you're slaying right now, but it's not the kind of monsters I want dead. Banana Cabana's dead. And then people are re-shifting. And they're going around killing all of our critters. There's still some fighting. Who's fighting who? Where's my cursor? There it is. Private Paula and Archimagus are fighting. Wait. Is one currently a Weresheep and the other one isn't? I mean, maybe they're just attacking someone who's downed. Private Paula has been found dead. So, Fang, Ardent Vector, Archimagus, they're still alive, but of course, they're all Werecritters. And then we've got the Monster Slayers. So we have literally no one alive in our fort who's not a Werecritter. Rip fort. Yeah, the 3 left are all Weresheep. And there's blood all over. Well, that was a fun run. Oh! Talk about pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. Okay, so we got an hour to do something. I mean, we could just start another fort, I suppose. Or we could jump into a different game. I kind of feel like maybe we should do another fort. Settle right next to it and retake it. Reclaim? Well, I don't think we're going to reclaim because I think the Weresheep are still going to be here. But we could settle nearby. So, if we go... So, retire the fort. No, abandon the fort. I don't think we're going to reclaim. I mean, if we just showed up with just military dwarves and reclaimed it, I mean, then we'd still have people getting infected with were things. You'll probably get were immigrants from the next fort? Oh, God. Really?